Hey peoples, Karina here coming to you with the next video as promised. Since when I did videos from last week, I did say that I was going to make a few more, whatnot like that. So I was just going through my notebook and be like, which video do I want to do next? So looking at everything, it looks like I pretty much covered most of it. However, I want to break down the subliminals of the movie The Wiz, okay? And how that ties into self-introspection. Like shadow work, how it ties into shadow work. Okay. Shadow work is looking at the fucked up parts of you and knowing the role you play in your life that makes it the way that it is. And I'm all up in this Florida water, y'all. Pay me no mind. But anywho, I feel like I need to cleanse these hands in case if I want to do the tarot. I feel like I might do the next video with the tarot. Okay, but anyway, let me stop saying it like that. But anywho, the breakdown of The Wiz, because like I have a playlist of songs from The Wiz because I love that movie. And also, we're going to finish up the wine, okay? So we can get into the breakdown because I'm a deep thinker. And I know a lot of you sub to this channel. I got a lot of new subs. So I want to tell the new subs, hey, what's up? Thank you for subbing to my channel. And to the people that's been subbed to my channel for like, since my channel was in double digits or single digits. Hey, how you doing? Shouts out to you. Thank you for being supportive as fuck. Y'all know I cuss in my videos. But yeah, let me go. And I will be checking out some of y'all's channels too and see the content if I like it, if I love it, want some more of it. I'm going to be subbing to some of y'all. So yes. Anywho. And a few people that are subbed to me, I am subbed to you. So what's up? Yeah, I love the love. I love love. But anyway, yeah. The breakdown of The Wiz, the spiritual meanings, doing shadow work. Okay, when you fixing yourself and you want to like discover like what's in you, it's like for real, you can't like let your pride like sit there and be like, I don't got that problem. If y'all remember The Wiz, okay, The Wiz, this is the black version of The Wizard of Oz, okay? I seen the original version of The Wizard of Oz from when I was small, and also I bought this a few months ago, this right here, because I love The Wizard of Oz like no other. So it has a thing, it's from Hallmark, but Hallmark had closed down, so they sent it to like outlet stores and stuff like that. So the original price of this was $24.95 from Hallmark. But I, being, I don't want to use the wrong word, frugal, I found this at King Dollar for like $1.39. Ow. Damn near for free. Because I loved me some Hallmark when it was like up and running. But yeah, it has a thing where you can hang it up on the back of the wall. And it has the thing where you can set it on your table. I had it on my altar space, but then I moved some stuff around. Because I love how it says, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters most. And I believe that. It's not the destination, but the journey, because it's like the things that you go through from your journey of self-discovery, finding out the things that you were insecure about. You really had them in you all along, but you were still stuck on things that people said to you, done to you, triggers in your life, just certain things. We all got triggers. My thing is this, and one little thing that I kind of be like, that I do too much and I need to stop. It's like, I don't really give a fuck about what nobody think about me unless I care about you. But sometimes that can be your downfall too. It just depends on the situation. But anywho, let's continue. Let's continue the breakdown of the Wiz. We'll just call you Dorothy, okay? We'll just call you Dorothy. Dorothy was always afraid to go beyond her neighborhood, okay? Dorothy in The Wiz. If y'all haven't seen The Wiz, Dorothy was played by Diana Ross. And I just fucking loved it. It's like, man, is she like not the only other woman other than Kim Kardashian that can cry and still be pretty at the same time? I think so, because I swear, if you haven't seen this movie, go rent this movie on YouTube, or if you got it in your house, it's cool. Or if you can find it on eBay, Amazon, whatever, because I'm going to end up getting that movie again, okay? So I love this movie, but I digress. So we just call the person on the spiritual journey Dorothy. So I'm going to say it like this. It could be male or female, because if it's for a female, you getting more like... you learning how to stand in your feminine power. If it's for a dude, it's like you get in touch with your feminine side, okay? Because a lot of women these days, due to the fact that how society is, there's a lot more single women doing things on their own than not. Not that we want to, but because, you know, the way a lot of men were raised, I mean, sometimes they think that what they saw is the way stuff is supposed to be. So either way, it's basically woman or man, you are getting your shits together, okay? So we're going to start out with the Scarecrow. The part of you that thinks, oh, that was played by Michael Jackson, okay? Bomb ass fucking movie. The Scarecrow was played by Michael Jackson. The Scarecrow's problem was that he felt like because he was so conditioned to the crows calling him stupid, and even had him singing the Crow anthem. Just go type it in, The Wiz, Michael Jackson, the Crow anthem. They had him singing the Crow anthem, and, you know, when he met Dorothy, you know, he was explaining himself to her and saying how, oh, well, people think I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. So if you have a problem with dealing how people think about you, you're embodying traits of the Scarecrow. And you need to like deal with that, because we all do. You know what I'm saying? We all do. No matter how hard you say you are, doesn't mean that you are. You know what I'm saying? We all deal with that shit. So the Scarecrow's problem is, okay, he was really smart, but he let the opinions of other people, the crows, we're just gonna call it other people in real life. He let the opinions of the crows determine how he looked at himself. So he thought he was so stupid, but he was reading every day. He was learning every day. He always had knowledge, and he was the one that devised the plans for them to defeat the wicked witches, okay? So anywho, the Tin Man, and I'm pretty sure most of us can relate to the Tin Man, who was played by Nipsey Russell. Okay, shouts out to. Anyway, the Tin Man was played by Nipsey Russell. The Tin Man in the movie The Wiz he was scorned by being in a rundown amusement park that was no longer there. He was basically left hunched over, slumped over, like he said, a seat cushion for teeny. That was supposed to be his wife in the thing. If you've seen the movie, you understand why I did that. He was like, a teeny. Yeah, go watch the movie. Then he had his his song, which was like the fucking anthem of my heart when I was basically like in this mode, like don't give a fuck mode. When Dorothy was like, she picked him up, Diana Ross, him and the Scarecrow kind of lifted him up, and you could hear his metal cracking and everything. And then she was like, how does that feel? He said, but that's the problem. He's like, that's the whole point. And then he busts out in song. He was like, tell me what would I do if I could suddenly feel and know once again what I feel is real. I could cry, I could smile, I could lay back for a while. Tell me what? And that was the Afro Chicks in the Wall. That was the chick. Oh, that was a badass movie. You got to see this. They was up there like statues, but they was like, he's like, tell me what? They was like, what would I do? Oh, tell me what? That's the bomb ass movie. I'm pretty sure if you seen that, comment below, and tell me what your favorite part of that movie was. And maybe, just maybe, I might do a subliminals on it. You know what I'm saying? Because movie scenes always have subliminals. And I am that chick that will fucking look into the subliminals, okay? So the Tin Man had a problem because he was always used, abused, sat on like a lot of us today, and basically was like, man, I don't know what it's like to feel, but what would I feel? But he had so much emotion that he literally risked his life for the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, Toto, Dorothy, when they was down there in that subway. He basically was like risking his fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them were, but I mean, the Tin Man was literally like, well, the Cowardly Lion too. The Cowardly Lion, which we're going to get into him next. Because, yeah, the Cowardly Lion played a big role in that because that was his major scene of courage. Okay, so the Cowardly Lion was played by Ted Ross. Okay, and if you don't know who some of these people are, Diana Ross, singer. Michael Jackson, singer. Nipsey Russell, singer. Ted Ross, singer. Okay, they're all singers, okay? Love all of their music, okay? So the Cowardly Lion, he basically hid out in a statue because he was afraid when they walked up on him. I believe the first one that Dorothy met was the Scarecrow. She took him off that post. He sang his songs or whatever like that. So it was Dorothy and the Scarecrow. Then they met the Tin Man in the abandoned amusement park. Then the Cowardly Lion, which is Ted Ross, they were walking down the yellow brick road and they ended up finding him. They were looking at a lion statue and they were like, because the Tin Man was like, no, the Scarecrow was like, oh, he's looking at it, and it was like, Dorothy was like, it's just a statue, see? And they were touching it. They were like, it's just a statue. And then all of a sudden you heard, "Rah!" And then it was like the statue started cracking and it went, then he was like, say what you wanna, but don't get in my way, cause I'm a mean old lion. It's like he was putting on his front like he was this mean old lion. Like, yeah, he had, his bark was bigger than his bite. He was even fucking scared of Toto little bitty ass. He was scared of Toto little black ass, running around like, "Ow, ow, ow." You know, he was like, "Whoo!" He was terrified, okay? King of the jungle, but terrified, okay? He was just terrified. Okay, so where in your life have you had strength, but you pretended to be this cowardly ass lion? You see where I'm going with it? When you do self-introspection, you find out you have all of these traits when you need them, okay? Oh, another person I was going to mention, The Wiz himself, which was played by Richard Pryor, an actor, a comedian. What? Shouts out. But anyway, yeah, Toto, we going to look at Toto as that true ride or die friend, that friend that's there with you when shit go fucked up. Toto to me would be a representation of that friend that you always have, no matter how bad shit gets. That true ride or die friend is there. They're not gonna just up and bounce, be like, gone. No, Toto is that true ride or die friend. As a representation, you know, you always, when you're going through your stuff like that, you always have that one good friend that is there for you, that can handle your shiznit, that can handle your breakdowns. Because some people that say they can handle you having a breakdown, sometime when you get in the thick of things, they be like, oh, fuck no, bitch, I can't handle this. Especially when you be in your Mariah Carey mode, like, it's not chipped, it's not cracked, or it's shattered, Mariah. Yeah, you be like, when I break, And that's kind of sort of me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll be strong a lot of times, but when my motherfucking ass break, I break, okay? And then I don't do videos when I feel like that. I get my shit together, then I do a video, okay? Because we motherfucking human, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and be like, I am the one who never breaks. I am the one who never goes through a thing. You're not. So we getting back on this. He's the Wiz, and he lives in anyway, that movie is the bomb. It's singing, nothing but singing all throughout that. Matter of fact, when I finish this video, I think I'm gonna listen to all of it. That yeah, da, 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 da. Anyway, that shit, the choreography and everything was fucking bombs. Sweet thing, let me tell you about the world and the way things are. That's bomb ass fucking movie. You really need to see it for real. And those of y'all that have seen it probably sitting up singing the songs with me, okay? But anyway, let's continue. So when all this shit progresses and everything goes down, by the time they get to Oz to meet the Wiz, which was Richard Pryor, by the time they got there, it was like when Dorothy found out that the Wiz was this man like living in this big giant head and he was sleeping on a cot, you know, just whatever. And then she was like, well, you can't do anything for us. We've already done everything for ourselves. We defeated this and that. Like she defeated Eveline and all the other bullshit. It's like through all the gifts from the Scarecrow. When the crows called him stupid, he was able to figure out a plan how to get that bitch. The Tin Man, I'm telling you, they all worked together. The Cowardly Lion, man, he had to fucking get some courage. You know, the Tin Man was like feeling so, he laid down his life for his friends. Like he loved his friends so much. He was always, you know, saying he couldn't feel, but he felt some kind of way because, one, he never left his friends when they was going through shit. You know what I'm saying? He always was putting himself in the way to help the friends. So, okay, you know, the Cowardly Lion stood up for his friends, okay? Everything that they needed, they had inside of themselves all along, but they didn't know that it was there until it was time to use it. So by the time they reached the Wiz, Dorothy was like, so why did you make all these people think that you were this great big old Wiz and that you could do everything? And he was like, well, I landed here on a hot air balloon and, you know, and I was alone and I was different from what they saw. So they just deemed me the Wiz and, you know, and I've been lonely. So if you're mad, I understand that you're mad, but you could stay here for a little while, call me names. Like, that was codependency at its lowest. It's like the Wiz had the least bit of self-esteem. It's like everybody was talking this man up and saying how he was the truth. But when people got down to the gist of it, they found out that he wasn't everything that everybody was saying that he was, you know. They just looked at him like, oh, he's different, da-da-da, and they just dubbed him the Wiz, you know what I'm saying? But he was lonely. He told them, he told Rich Pryor, the Wiz, he told Dorothy, do you know how lonely it gets here? Do you know? Do you know? And so it was like, she felt so bad for him. She's like, okay, but look, how do I get home? He was like, oh no. So she was standing there, and all of a sudden Glinda the Good Witch appears, who was played by the most beautiful, goddamn, one of the most beautiful goddamn actresses in the world, Lena Horne. Like, goddamn. But Diana Ross killed that shit. That was like the motherfucking number one. Team Diana Ross fucking forever. Miss, I'm coming. I'm coming. But anyway, Diana Ross, okay? Team Diana. But anyway, I digress. So she came and she sung a song, told Dorothy, well, that's just it, you know, because when she literally killed one of the fucking evil witches, threw the house on the bitch, and gave her them goddamn red slippers, those rubies. Okay, now we're rubies. That's supposed to be the most powerful stone, most powerful crystal, one of the most powerful crystals of protection. If you notice, the good witch told her, whatever you do, don't take those shoes off. That was her protection. You see, those shoes were her protection. Sometimes people out here will be holding on to something that is your protection, and all it takes, we're going to just call the good witch, Glinda the good witch, the Holy Spirit, and all them other motherfuckers was just interferences, okay? So what she ended up doing was having the shoes on, and she didn't even realize that she could go home. And she's like, you mean I could have went home all along? She's like, yes, it's in you. The power is in you. So she could have went home all along, and home is, we're going to get into that, okay? Because that was like one of my most favorite parts of the movie. And when I first saw this when I was younger, a bitch was like a little child, you know what I'm saying? Just tripping, you know what I'm saying? Because kids can have emotions too about a lot of things. But you dismiss that because they're children. Children feel the strongest emotion. Just like when people say, oh, you don't know what you want, you're young. Young people know their emotions. They know what they want. But with people knocking on their brain and trying to condition them, somehow along the way, they lose what they want because people told them what they should want, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. So when she told them, she's like, I could go home. And so she was basically like, you know, because everybody got what they wanted. And they was like, what about you, Dorothy? What about you? You fought for all of us. And Dorothy was letting them know, well, Scarecrow, you let the crows talk you into thinking you were stupid. But you devised a plan to confuse all our enemies. The Tin Man, like, man, he had emotion. He was there. He was loving. He was supportive through it all. Okay? The Cowardly Lion, he had that courage to stand up for his friends. Toto was always there, so it was never a question of his loyalty, you know what I'm saying? So the Wiz was pretty much irrelevant at this point. So Dorothy stood there after she hugged her friends and she held their hands and she had Toto and she was like, ah. Because when she got, and y'all seen the movie, because Dorothy, Diana Ross was always, even she sung songs to cheer herself. She was like, don't know where I'm going. And she's like, I'm gonna be all right. You gotta self-encourage. You gotta encourage yourself. That's what that's meaning. Like, I'm gonna be all right soon as I get home. And she was like, oh, you saw the movie. If you haven't, you missing a great treat. But anyway, toward the end of the movie, when Glinda was singing the movie to her, just believe in yourself. She was telling her believe in herself and everything. And this was Dorothy's big finale. Then she got to sing, when I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. Something to the song, to the effect of something, this, that. Like the song is just, it just grips you and just, bitch. So that's pretty much when you find yourself going home as a representation of coming back to yourself as a wholeness. Fixing yourself and coming back to yourself as a wholeness. That's what she meant by she want to go home. Okay? And after that, it was just, wow, ending credits. Yada da 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 da. Anyway, y'all need to check this movie, y'all. But I hope I broke this movie down pretty good for those of y'all that saw it. And y'all excuse the fact my ass can't hit these fucking notes right now. But anyway, yeah, because Texas weather be up, down, up, down, up, down. It's hot, cold, hot, cold. Left out the house this morning, it was cold, and the bitch came back, it was sunshine. Living in the ghetto, baby, try to find sunshine. Try to take a million husbands on that one. I don't even know all the words. I keep my head up, even though I feel like giving up sometime. Sunshine. Anyway, y'all know I got to be acting an ass. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And just drop some comments below. Holla!